Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. Excuse me. I'm here every night for the time being, for the long time being, playing music for you at 10 p.m. Amsterdam Central European Time. And sharing my love for music, playing piano, telling stories, share other music. I'm also setting up a way to do like live interviews with other musicians and other people. I'm working on this. It's something for the next weeks, but I'm looking forward to that. It's nice to not only be talking by myself, but also see other people and all of that, you know. I love to do that, and there's so many great people to talk with and interview with and share whatever with. So that's another thing I'm working on. So a request, if you are on Facebook and you like this stream, please do me a big favor and other people and share this live stream. Just simply share the share button, or you can do a video party, whatever. I would really appreciate this. A lot of people... appreciate this live stream, which makes me really happy. That's the reason I'm doing it. Also, of course, to be in touch with my audience and with people, and an alternative way to communicate through my music. This live streaming is something I wanted to do for a long time, but it never. I could never put it to practice because I was always traveling and busy. And then when this lockdown started, I thought, okay, now there is no excuse anymore. So now I've been doing this for like a month now. And yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, especially because a lot of friends from all over the world, after being to over 100 countries, you know, I see them now here in my living room, my lovely Yamaha C7 and my keyboards and all the toys. It's nice to see all these beautiful people online here in my computer. So let me check the chats here. There are always a lot of people who are sending me messages. Hello, everybody on Instagram Live. Again, you know it maybe, but on YouTube and Facebook, you will have much better audio and video quality. So I started with something totally improvised, really totally improvised, using my Korg R3 with this these arpeggiator sounds. I really love this analog keyboard. It has some great sounds, and it was totally improvised. And I open up. I love to improvise it opens me up. You know, I love to do this. So and yeah, and every time it's different. So let me see who is online. Hey, Joris, good to see you. Joris Tepe is here, wonderful bass player. He is. Uh, I respect him a lot because Joris is Joris was the first, one of the very first Dutch musicians who 30 years ago went to New York. And at that time, that was very uncommon. I mean, you would go there maybe to visit some jazz clubs, but really to go there and study and make a living out of playing music, that was a big thing. And he did it. He was pioneering there. And then he went there and built a great career for himself. He's playing with the whole scene there and travels all over the world. And he travels back and forth between New York and the Netherlands. He's also part of the wonderful conservatory in Groningen, where I taught for 2.5 years, where he started this New York comes to Groningen, which means that every week there is another great musician from New York coming to the Netherlands and teaching there for a week. And he started this program. So yours, thanks for being here and all my respect. Hey, Robert. Good friend, great pianist, lives 3 kilometers from here, but we have to see each other online. Yeah, and who is that? Hi, Eric. Eric is here every day. Wonderful, I appreciate it. Eric is from Tbilisi in Georgia, pianist. And Hugo, hey Hugo, nice to see you, from Portugal, living in the Netherlands. Thank you for all your nice words. Hans Hendrik. Hey Frank, Docky is here. Thank you. Ellen, hi. That's a nice question, Ellen. I'm going to answer your question about Armenia. Hey Esther, good to see you here. Wow, so many friends, wonderful. Astrid, Marco. Hey Marco, good to see you here. That's nice. That's been a long time. Valerio, wonderful pianist from Moldova, in the Balkan. He also is the artistic director of a jazz festival there. So people from all over the world, and that's what I really love about this thing. People from all over the planet are sending me messages. It's lovely. So it sounded kind of Philip Glass. Yeah, I'm into minimal music lately. In the last years. That's thanks to my friend Jeroen van Veen. He's a fantastic pianist. We have a duo together, and he is a master with minimal music. And he introduced me to this. Thanks to him, I went really deep into this. And he is also, we have a duo, minimal jazz. We do minimalistic improvisation, and also he invites me many times to play on the canto ostinato, which is an iconic minimalistic composition by a Dutch composer, Simeon ten Holt. Here in the Netherlands, this is a big, very popular piece of music. And then I improvise to it. And yeah, so this minimal stuff is something I love. But I've been doing this for a while now, but I'm still developing it. Pleasure. Pleasure, Esther. Pleasure, everybody. So Ellen, she's asking me a question which is quite appropriate. She's asking, have you ever been to Armenia, played together with Armenian musicians? Today I listened to the beautiful meditating flute music from Armenia, and pianist Tigran Hamasyan, yes, from Armenia. So yeah, in fact, so I have been to Armenia many years ago, and for those of you who don't know Tigran Hamasyan, incredible. He's kind of world famous now. He is an incredible pianist from Yerevan. He lived in the States for many years, and he found a great way to his Armenian roots and folk music, to incorporate this with jazz. And what was really nice, like a couple years ago, I played at the Tokyo Jazz Festival in Japan, and we were in a double bill, which means we were both playing the same evening after each other. And he came up to me and said, "You know, you once came to Armenia to give a masterclass and a concert, and I was like a kid, and I was sitting in the audience, and it has meant a lot to me because you made me think about playing jazz." So I was very honored because this guy Tigran is really amazing. It's something else. So yeah, it's a very that was a big compliment. But Armenia has a beautiful culture. I mean, I love all those countries. Um, you know, among them, there are some sensitive issues, but absolutely don't want to go into politics. But from an outsider, this whole Caucasian region, like Eric is here every day, this pianist from Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, all these countries have a unique culture, unique music. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Yeah, it's and in fact, no, was it 2 or 3 days ago? I got an email from the Armenian Symphony Orchestra in Yerevan, the capital, if I want to play with them my opera meets jazz program in April next year. Well, I think everything should be okay by then, I hope. So it's really a nice coincidence that this whole Armenia thing is here today and this week. Yeah. Yeah, Tigran, yes. Yeah, Tigran Hamasyan is incredible. Hans Hendrik, you were asking me, maybe you could point us some important recordings in this stuff. Are you talking about minimal music, Hans Hendrik? Hans, are you talking about minimal music? I guess so, right? Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. I'll get to this later. So Hugo Faustino from Portugal, great photographer, by the way, living in the Netherlands. If you need an amazing photographer, this is your man. He wrote me this afternoon. I would like to know more about your travel stories, collaborating with other artists, and how these projects came to life. Yeah. All right. So this is actually quite a story because to date I've been to 117 countries, 117, and there were a couple of things which came together when I started. So my career, so to speak, I was very lucky that I played with Toots Tielemans for many years, on and off. But he called me a lot to play with him. That of course opened many doors. But then, what's interesting, I learned so much from Toots Tielemans. I've spoken about this in one of my first streams. I would be happy to elaborate more on Toots. I can do that in the next days, or because he was an amazing human being. But also regarding this question from Hugo, when you play with a big star like Toots Tielemans, it opens doors. You meet a lot of new people and all of that. But it doesn't mean, because the thing is, this man was such a big star. So I played, big concert halls all over Japan, all the Blue Notes, you name it, festivals. But then, of course, all the focus is on Toots, which is what it should be, because this man was a genius and an incredible artist. But then it's like, oh yeah, oh, nice pianist, nice trio. But who are those guys again? So it opens some doors, but then still you have to be very consistent with building your network. This is also a whole story, a whole thing which I can talk about for hours. In fact, I lecture about this a lot at conservatories, music faculties all over the world. And you still have to kind of maintain your it's TCB, taking care of business. But also, when I was in my conservatory period, when I was in my early 20s, I realized, like, okay, if you play this kind of music, which is which is music I love to play. You know, improvise, creating music on the spot, creative music. This is what I want to do. This is what makes me happy. I don't want to play commercial music in the sense of just to make money or to survive. This is what I love to do. Then, of course, when you grow up in a small country like the Netherlands, it's small. And then I realized, okay, so if in every country there are a lot of jazz lovers. So if you work on many countries and see the world as the place to work, your playground, then there's a lot of small countries, lot of small oil spills make one big oil spill, and um, what I thought. And then I started kind of acting accordingly, which means hooking up with foreign musicians. I started in Belgium with Frank Waganet, my buddy, incredible saxophone player who is also now artistic director and conductor and writer for the Brussels Jazz Orchestra. We had a quartet together, and that's how it started. You know, he organized gigs in Belgium. I organized gigs here, and then I got a name there. He got a name here, and that's how I started expanding. And then the collaboration, the more exotic ones, so to speak, that happened because I got involved with a cultural organization, and they sent me all over the world to do these collaborations with music and musicians from really all over the world. And this started with a tour in Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan, of all places. And once that started, and I went to those countries, discovering all this incredible culture and music and people and scenery, you know, all the, like Kazakhstan, excuse me. What do we know about Kazakhstan? I mean, we know, the only thing people know is Borat, who made it look like a backward country, which is totally wrong. I think Sacha Baruch Cohen is a brilliant actor. I love him. He's extremely funny, but to give Kazakhstan that reputation, I think was really wrong. But okay, because in all those countries, there's so much culture, and we don't know anything about it, or only hardly. Especially Central Asia, very underrated part of the world. And then, so traveling there, then I realized, oh man, all this beautiful world music, all these voices, these sounds, these instruments, these overtones I hear, with this throat singing, and then not even mentioning like all the incredible stuff I've encountered in Africa. And I'm not talking only about like Southern Africa, but also the North, the Maghreb, the Arabic parts, with all the beautiful Northern African music, West Africa, East Africa, South Africa. I've been to 26 countries in Africa, and this was all thanks to this organization. And so this love, this curiosity, this realization that I wanted to make a living while playing in many countries and not be dependent on one country, that all kind of, became my life, and still my life, although I downsized to traveling a little bit, because at some point I was traveling to an average of 20 countries every year, which means around 2 per month, and that's a lot. That's not, it's very relationship unfriendly. It's very exhausting, so I really downsized it because I want to stay, now I do, stay with my loved ones. And also, when you travel, at least as a pianist, for me it's an illusion. I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna, in my hotel room and bring a keyboard, and then I'm gonna be practicing in my hotel room. Doesn't work. I can only create music, practice here in my house when I'm not traveling, composing, all of that. Doesn't happen on the road. So, but yeah, so all this love for world music, also next to playing jazz, really kind of influenced me. And that's why, I mean, I'm not like a jazz pianist, I think. I assimilated a lot of styles from a lot of things I heard all over the planet, and kind of, internalized it, and that's in my music. So I hope that, I hopefully created like a little bit my own sound here. I hope this kind of answers the question. It's actually quite a long story, I realize. So Hugo, let me know. if this is satisfying. Hi, Elisabeth. um, yeah, yeah. That's a good idea, Hugo. I will look into that. Hi, John. Um, 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 Eric is asking me, how was your... if I listened to Michel Petrucciani. Yeah. I've seen him a number of times. He played here in the Netherlands. I've seen him, yeah. Yeah, that was incredible. Incredible. Of course, this man with this huge physical problem, uh, uh, with huge hands creating all this music and the timing, this time. I've seen him in many occasions. I saw him in trio with Steve Gadd and Anthony Jackson. I've seen him solo. Yeah, he played here a number of times. It was incredible. It was an amazing, it was a phenomenal pianist. I loved it. And uh, yeah, so uh, uh, oh my goodness, Esther. So Esther is a very good friend of mine. We know her for quite some years, and she is. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear this. My goodness, she says she's writing. My mom passed away yesterday from corona. Oh my God. We had a funeral. It would be nice to send her some of your songs through the either Miron or e-ballad. Oh, what a request! Oh, my serious condolence. I'll give you a call. This is rough, Esther. This is really so sorry for this, to hear this, and it comes closer and closer. It's rough, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna play e-ballad for you. I wanted to play another song, but I think this is this is a reason to a very good reason to change the program. Let me do this first before I go into the other chats. So, Esther, this is for you, your family, and of course, your mother. Again, I'm very sorry to hear this. Really touches me, and I'll play E-Ballad, original composition. This this is my composition E ballad, and I changed the program I had in mind because of my good friend Esther, whose mother passed away from COVID-19, from Corona, and she asked me to play this song. So again, Esther, I wish you all the strength. I'll call you tomorrow, promise. And wow, take very good care of yourself. This is really rough. Yeah. Wow, this is intense actually. So let me see if there are still questions. Oh yeah, Hans was asking about. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, when you're talking about minimal music, there are two things. Well, I mean, I love Steve Reich. I think Steve Reich has this really beautiful, kind of complex, minimal, this complexity, and yet I love this music, Steve Reich. What's really beautiful is a piece called Music for 18 Musicians, 1-8. And of course, I think there's a lot of soundtracks from him. Steve Reich is really something to check out. And also, for those of you who are really interested, there is an app, not a Corona app, but an app by Steve Reich. He developed it. It's called Clapping. And you clap because, it's all this complex rhythms. And I think it's something like, if you can clap along, it's a great rhythmical exercise, but very interesting. And if you get to a certain level, it's kind of a game. I think you're kind of allowed to play with him or something. That's something I still need to explore. But my good friend Leonie Janssen, she's really into this. She's also an expert in minimal music. So I think the music of Steve Reich is really something to explore. If it comes to the real minimal, start there and then explore. That's what I would recommend. All right. You're welcome, Esther. And again, take care of yourself. Graag gedaan. Yeah, so I was thinking to close with something a little bit more happy. Well, I don't know if I'm going to close, but at least I'm going to play this. Again, this is, I found this YouTube channel. I've said it many times now. It's called Backing Tracks. So, very well done. A lot of standards for those of you musicians who are at home without your favorite people to play with. This Backing Tracks really really makes things a lot easier. And what's also great about backing tracks, plural, is that it has many tracks without piano. This is great for pianists, so you can play with a really very, let's say, acceptable rhythm section. I'm pleasantly surprised by the quality. And let me play a song with backing tracks. Oh, let me switch off the mic for now, because if I don't do this, you'll get a lot of echo and all of that. Just see if it's all ready. And if not, excuse me for sometimes some technical whatever. Anyway, let me know. If there's technically something not right, always let me know, because I test everything all the time. But again, you never know how it comes across once you are live. So let me know if there are any problems. Okay. So this was Bye Bye Blackbird. Yeah. Hey, Tom. Oh, good to see you. Thomas Gandhi, wonderful, fantastic producer. He once took a sample of my music and he made this whole thing out of it, and it actually sold pretty well. Was very pleased with this. Thanks, Tom. Nice. Thanks for tuning in. Every time I see new people here and people I haven't seen in a long time, I really appreciate it. So let me see if there are some more comments here before I'm going to close for today. Again, if you like this live stream and you're on Facebook, please share either through video party or just share whatever. I would really appreciate this. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon. many videos there. I'm uploading a lot of stuff. Also, regarding Hugo's question, there are a lot of videos there with collaborations with all these uncommon, exotic places, musicians, all kinds of music. So please explore my YouTube channel, and also you can find many of my albums on Spotify. So I'm all over the place there on the internet. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I will be here tomorrow again, 10 o'clock Central European time. So I hope to see you all, and please stay safe, stay healthy, take care, especially take care of other people, and love you all, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night.